What's up, y'all? It's LT here, back with another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different than my normal video. Normally I'll upload stuff about parents who regret having kids, but this is going to be a certain topic is actually near and dear to my heart, and this is discussing being Black and child-free, the harsh realities of being Black and child-free. So I wanted to discuss that with you all. So I noticed over the years, especially when I was younger, growing up in the South, growing up in a Christian household, going to church and things like that, dealing with certain family members, friends, colleagues, peers, and so forth. I noticed that a lot of things when we discuss about having children, some of their antics and some of their comments kind of hit home a little bit for me, but a lot of them was just snarky little comments, or even just experiences that I had growing up, when I was younger, just discussing about being child-free. So I wanted to read you a couple of stories today about some other people who've also had to deal with the harsh reality of being child-free in the Black community. And I'm going to read you two stories and also a comment on one of the stories, and hopefully you guys can have a little bit more of a perspective. And I know other ethnicity groups have their own experiences, maybe even similar experiences when it comes to being child-free in their community. But as a Black woman, I'm going to go ahead and just let's just talk to you guys about my personal experiences, some stuff I personally have gone through, and also discuss what other people have gone through as well that they post their stories about. So just want to say thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate all of your love and support. I have over 1,900 subscribers on my channel, so thank you so much for all of your continued support. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is LT. I'm a child-free Black woman. So again, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. And if you're new to my channel, if you're a new subscriber, please comment down below that you're a new subscriber, and I hope that you enjoyed today's video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is, again, I'm going to read you guys two stories today, and I'll also read you guys a comment on one of the stories as well. So this is the first story. So, and just like normal, I'll go ahead and put the links to these stories in the description box. So if you have time to read it yourself, the links will go ahead and be in the description box for you. So the topic of this one, the title says, "My father just asked me to be a Black single mother in the United States." First of all, I immediately laughed in his face. I have been watching my married new mom friends struggle with their babies, and before they got knocked up, they were beautiful and accomplished Black women with robust vocabularies. Now they're covered in spit up, and half of the time they usually add the word IESs or coos sounds to every sentence. Or they have breakdowns because they don't realize the sacrifice of having a baby. I'm not going out like that unless something profoundly terrible happens to my brain that makes me change my mind. Even if I did have to change my mind, I would never do that to myself ever. First of all, that is a very odd request that a parent would say to their child, hey, go ahead and have a baby even though you'll be a single parent. Like, what kind of parent does that to their child? Like, right now in the Black community, over 67% of Black women are, 67% of Black children are brought up in single parent households, which is a very, very high number in my opinion. That's why I always am a believer in marry before you carry. I don't believe in, bringing children to the world as a single parent. I get stuff happens. I get that, relationships and stuff, usually fails, but it's just, I'm a believer in growing up in a two-parent household. Thankfully, I grew up in a two-parent household when I was younger. I mean, my parents did divorce after I turned 18, but at least majority of my upbringing was brought up in a two-parent household, and I'm very blessed and thankful for that, because I already know growing up in a single-parent household would just not be something I would be interested in. So nothing I would be, it would be just a stressful situation. But like I said, luckily I was brought up in a two-parent household. My parents, majority of my life, did stay together. But I think that's a very odd request. I think that's very stupid for the parent to say that about their child. I think it definitely sets back a lot of people in the Black community when they become a single parent, especially if they know good and well that the relationship would not last, or they decide to have a baby anyway. It's like, why would you put yourself in that situation? I would not understand that. So, yeah, like I said, that's a very odd request for a parent to say that to a child. I mean, I never heard that before, but it's only in the Black community that will accept that kind of foolishness. I've never seen anything in the Asian community, the Hispanic community, or anything like that. I've never seen that ever in my life. You know what they would say in those cultures? Like, I couldn't even imagine. Like, yeah, go ahead and have a baby and not have a husband or not have any kind of other support. Then just go ahead and be a single parent. That is ridiculous to me. I've never seen that before in other communities, but it's only in the Black community that will accept that foolishness. So I'm definitely not a fan of that. I'm glad that this young lady knows herself well enough to not put herself in that situation. So that's my 2 cents on that story. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys a comment that I saw underneath this post that I totally agree with this lady as well. So this is what she says. I hate this with every fiber of my being. Even now, as a 40-year-old black woman, I still get people, mostly other black people, berating me for not having kids. For those unaware, in the black African-American community, if you are a black child-free woman, you are treated like a failure to the race because you are not procreating. People throw any and every lousy guy People will throw any and every lousy guy with barely 2 brain cells together and encourage you to date and procreate with said dead weight because you need children. Hell, my father was nagging me about children all the way up into his deathbed, trying to shame me into having kids with any damn body. We had arguments all the way up to his death. This is sadly not uncommon, particularly in the black church in multiple dominations from my experience. It's like they don't want you effing as a teenager, but as soon as you hit 25, get married, get pregnant over and over and over again. When you get into your late 30s, it's all hands on deck because being a single mom is apparently better than being child-free. If you can't have a man, then at least you can have a baby. And then they shame the F out of you for being a single black mom. You're demonetized if we don't have children, and you're demonized if we do, and cave into pressure and become a single mom. And if you're married with children, you're kind of expected to accept struggle, love, and raising children along with your husband in some cases. I'm sick of it. I would say that Gen Z seems to be more okay with it, all while with some idiots. But talking with my niece and nephew and teen cousins, they all seem like to be more liberal minded than any other generation. I do see some shift in the conversation because it does bring me some hope, only a tiny smidge of it. Sorry for the rant, but this burns me so bad. I totally agree with her. Like, I knew that. I see that a lot, especially, you know, being younger, especially going to church where I saw a lot of, they didn't really cater to a lot of people who were single. I think they catered to a lot of the parents, especially single mothers. But it's already, you know, especially in the church where they say, you know, don't have sex when you're a teenager, but as soon as you hit a certain age, yeah, go ahead and start procreating and start doing this. And it's like, that's not meant for everybody. It's like everybody has their own way and path in life. And it's like, you know, when you do that, and then you don't know what kind of common issues, you don't know what kind of health risks or health issues that person's going through. So you guys want to say, oh, you know, go ahead and be fruitful and multiply and have kids and stuff. What if that person has complications during pregnancy or during the delivery or something? It's like, you know, that's something that you guys were stressing and forcing on the women. So yeah, that's just crazy to me. I personally just don't deal with that. And I totally agree with this lady's statement when she mentions that, especially when it comes to going to church and stuff and dealing with that. But that's my 2 cents on her post. So this is the last story here. So the title is that it's so hard for people to accept that I'm a marriage-free and child-free as a black woman. Sorry that I actually care about the quality of my life and wanting a quality education. Sorry that I respect myself enough to not want to throw a child in my developing life. If I had to work 4 times as hard than anyone in America as a woman of color, we all know the statistics. People ignore me, dismiss me, and didn't want to offer to help. I have to stay calm so I won't be seen as an angry black woman, and I simultaneously have to overcome all my obstacles without a beat. I did all of this all on my own. Now that I finally just adjusted to my new profound adult life, people expect me to just drop everything so I can have a baby with some guy who doesn't even support or want to be there for me as a father. They only care about me reproducing. I'm sorry, but the statistics for a black woman are rough when it comes to being a mother. It makes me so angry and so stressed out. I'm not your punching bag, and I refuse to be, not to be a stereotype or a statistic. I refuse to end up like my biological brother. I'm the same way, girl. Like, I'm not going to be a freaking statistic. Like I said, over 67% of black children are born into single-parent households. And unless some kind of miracle decide to have a baby or whatever, I'm not trying to be a statistic here. That is way too high of a percentage. Like, why would you want to put yourself in a situation where you're going to be a single parent, where you're going to have to deal with more stress financially, more stress physically, more stress of everything? And this is not where I wanted to go in my life. And I'm glad that more black women are definitely coming out and they're saying, hey, listen, this is what I experienced growing up, and I just don't want to have to deal with the hardship and the mess of being a single parent if I really don't have to. So I'm glad that, you know, I came across these stories. I definitely wanted to stress that I'm so happy to find a child-free community who actually you know, appreciates us. We have more like-minded people in this community as well, and we discuss other topics as well besides being child-free, but we have other things to offer in this world. And I feel that being child-free has definitely been a lot more beneficial to those of us who don't want to have to deal with that stressful situation. So if you guys want to go through my playlist, I also did a video about why I feel that Black women should be child-free. I'll see if I can go through it and put a link for the video in case you want to check that out as well. I think I posted that maybe about a year ago, but I wanted to completely just say that I'm so glad to be a child-free woman. I'm glad that I found a community that actually understands the stuff that I'm going through and just the stuff that you know, other women may be going through, especially women of color. And I'm just so thankful to be around more like-minded people as well, and just to discuss our hobbies and our topics and other things like that that's really benefiting us about being child-free. So that's it for the video, guys. I wanted to go ahead and just post this video out there and just tell a couple stories about the harsh reality about being a Black woman, especially being child-free, and just discuss our stories. But I have a couple child-free interviews that's going to be coming up later on this month. I had one interview that I did this past Sunday. I have another interview that I'm going to be recording next weekend, and just upcoming interviews as well. So if you're interested in participating in my child-free interview, please make sure you send me an email at childfreeblackwoman@yahoo.com, and we'll go ahead and get that set up and get that taken care of for you. So I just want to say thank you guys so much once again for all the continued support. My goal by the end of this year is to get a minimum of 2,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate, once again, all of your love and support. Give this video a thumbs up. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, video ideas, or anything like that, you can always reach me on social media. I'm at ChildfreeBW on Instagram, and again, my email is childfreeblackwoman@yahoo.com. So guys, thank you guys once again for watching today. Give this video a thumbs up. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.